I am back. Road Transfer Black and White Network. If you're new to the channel, hit subscribe, like, comment, share very quickly. Thank you to all the new subscribers on YouTube, Spotify, yeah, and the podcast. Man, this Jason Aldean thing, I mean, it's got tentacles, it's growing, and it's helping blow all of our platforms up right now. As we know, Jason Aldean has been under fire for Try That in a Small Town, a very, what I consider to be now pro-American anthem for many of us that were fed up with seeing all the violence, all the lawlessness from 2020. And let's be real, still going on in so many liberal cities around the country. My goodness. There's no telling what Chicago looked like over the weekend. I haven't checked the stats. That video will be coming. Our weekly Chicago destruction, Brandon Johnson video. New York, of course, San Francisco, LA. You guys know. You guys know. And all Jason Aldean did was sing a very, in my opinion, it was a pro-law and order song, okay? Saying, hey, we don't put up with that lawlessness in small towns. I still don't understand the race element, but the lefties, if they believe you might be sort of pro-law and order, you know, taking care of people regardless of their political affiliations and stuff, small towns, take care of people that are in need and come together. We all know, right? The old guy had a stroke down the road. Regardless of his color or ethnicity, he had a stroke. The neighbors show up with food to his house. And the neighborhood kids show up and mow his lawn. And make sure his lawn's still looking good. And that's the kind of thing that Jason Aldean was simply promoting. That's what happens in small towns. And, of course, the left lost their mind. I saw one absurd TikTok video where they literally called it I believe, a dog whistle for what they call sundown towns. You know, hell, I thought that was a horror movie, The Town That Feared Sundown or some shit like that. You know, I thought it was about a guy that looked like Jason Voorhees walking around stalking people. I mean, literally, that's all I thought it was, and come to find out it has something to do with, I guess, black people can't be out after sundown? Question mark? Maybe that was a thing. But with all of this stuff, history is just that. It's in the rearview mirror. It's many moons ago, and we know that shit doesn't go down now. I mean, come on. We know it doesn't go on, all right? That shit hadn't gone on in 60 or 70 years in this country. And, but these leftists, these loons, they'll never let you believe that or know that, or that's not the narrative they're going to push. Many of you that's got half a brain understand. Rock legend Ted Nugent, of course. Ted has been under fire, I don't know how many times over the years. Ted's very strong in his convictions, his political beliefs, but just his own personal sort of ideology. I mean, Ted kind of lives by a certain code. And Ted has come out. He is defending Jason Aldean. So is Cody Johnson, another popular country music star, and we'll play the video of his words from his concert supporting Jason Aldean. So I've got Fox News, I got Billboard here. The Motor City Madman, Ted Nugent, is the latest star to weigh in on Jason Aldean's controversial Try That in a Small Town, blasting, quote, idiots who hate the song in an interview Saturday. Quote, I know there's a bunch of idiots out there, but you need to learn to get a kick out of the idiots. The idiots hate this Jason Aldean song because they hate when we push back against violence. He told Fox News Jimmy Failure. They always get it 180 degrees wrong. The song is against violence. It's an anti-violence song. That's what's so weird. Oh, well, he's promoting violence. No, it's an anti-violence song. You know, it's an anti-criminal song. It's wild. The song is about self-defense. That's true. The song is about protecting your loved ones in your neighborhood. If you find fault with a song that celebrates protecting your loved ones, your neighborhood, you might be going down to Target, to the Satan display, and get down on your knees. Quote, these are just weird people. We dismiss them because they've gotten out of hand, because they've got no soul. I laugh in their face. The rock legend is no stranger to controversy himself, going up against liberals for years over hot-button issues like Second Amendment rights and freedom of speech. He has been branded an extremist for his views. He has been branded an extremist, okay? An extremist simply for promoting constitutional rights, beliefs, yada yada. We know. I mean, if you're a supporter of religion, if you're a Christian, you're considered an extremist now. It's baffling. Baffling. It's a badge he wears with pride, albeit sarcastically, telling failure he stands for truth, logic, and common sense in the face of cancel culture mobs. I've always stood up radically, really extremist, for God, family, country, Constitution, Bill of Rights, 10 Commandments, Golden Rule, work ethic, law and order, and all that really radical stuff. And of course, he's making fun of the fact that that's being branded radical. It truly is absurd. I've said it before, we're in Bizarro world. Remember the Superman villain that was like the opposite Superman? He looked like Superman, but he was all like jacked up in the face and yada, yada, yada. His name was Bizarro. Well, he came from a world called Bizarro World. And it was like backwards world, right? And that represents the heart and soul of the best, most passionate, most cocky, most fun people in the world. Aldean has been criticized for his beliefs in the past as well, but also remains unapologetic. It does go on to talk about the fact that country music television pulled the video. A slew of critics attacked the singer for allegedly pro-lynching song. It skyrocketed to number 1 on the charts and garnered support from others, including Nugent. Fans are staying in the corner, calling for a boycott of CMT. Got to make sure we keep that out there, okay? Because I'm going to tell you, Bud Light and Anheuser-Busch had a massive buffer, right? Because they've been around for so long. I mean, beer, they were the number 1 selling beer. Of course, they've been way down that pedestal now. But, you know, the fact is, CMT, this could be the thing that is the nail in the coffin for that network. The reach of social media gets to good people all over the world, and all the good people in the world are saying what Nugent family says. Go, Jason. Go. We salute you. We stand with you. He goes on to talk about that Lee Greenwood, that's right, presidential candidate Vivek Ramaswamy, former President Donald Trump, current President Trump, as far as I'm concerned, Arkansas Republican Governor Sarah Huckabee Sanders, and, of course, Ron DeSantis, who says the singer has nothing to apologize for. So, let's get to Cody Johnson. He came out, he had a concert. Also on Friday night in St. Louis, Cody Johnson let his thoughts be known about the controversy surrounding Jason Aldean's latest song, Try That in a Small Town, which was removed from rotation by CMT. Graham Allen, the host of the Dear America podcast, posted a video of Till You Can't hitmaker Johnson coming to Aldean's defense during a show at St. Louis Chafez Arena. And this is what he said. We live in a time where everyone gets pissed off at Jason Aldean for putting out a song, adding, if you're videoing this, and Jason, if you're seeing this video, you keep it up, brother. You do you. So, let's take a look.
We live in a time when everybody gets pissed off at Jason Aldean for putting out a song. If you're videoing this, and Jason Aldean, if you're...
All right, let me hit this part.
If being patriotic makes you an outlaw, then by God, I'll be an outlaw. I'm gonna play you an outlaw song. It goes like this. Here we go.
All right. I don't want to get copyrighted over his song. Stop. Twitter. Okay. So, Johnson went on to note his interpretation of the song as a patriotic one. If you're being patriotic makes you an outlaw, then by God, I'll be an outlaw. By the way, Sheryl Crow came out and dogged out Jason Aldean for that song. Boy, she's turned into a loon. And he goes on, of course, this Billboard article says it talks about the Murray County Courthouse in Columbia, Tennessee, the same location where an 18-year-old black man, Henry Choke, was lynched in 1927. Now, what's crazy is nowhere do they go on to tell you what I talked about in a video Saturday, the fact that courthouse has been used for many entertainment productions long after that lynching that happened, where nobody in this country gets lynched any longer, right? Over skin color. That doesn't happen. That's not a thing. Nobody owns slaves now either. I just thought I'd point that out. Nobody brought that up. Billboard. This is the problem with the media right here. You're seeing in this article. We're going to talk about that. Cody Johnson comes out, has Jason Aldean's back, and brings up the courthouse. It keeps getting brought up, but we didn't come out and say in the said article, oh, by the way, the courthouse has now become famously used in many different entertainment productions, of which Jason Aldean's song was just one of many. Conveniently left that out. So, bravo to Cody Johnson for stepping up during his concert and having Jason Aldean's back. That's good. That's good. It needs to continue. His support needs to continue. CMT needs to continue to feel televisions not being turned on their channels. Find an alternative to get your country music videos from. I mean, when you won't play the number one song in the country, that's country music, that's obviously taking everything by storm, and in fact, while I'm sitting here, I can just go look very quickly. Wow. I mean, look at this, folks. This is overwhelming. This thing has 16 million views on YouTube. The music video. There, let me give you a like. 916,000 likes to 60,000 dislikes. You see this? Number one for trending music. It's dominating. Oh, there he's having a concert right there, Fort Worth, Texas. It shows him in concert in October. I may have to check out tickets for that. Jason Aldean. So there you are. 16 million views on the video. That's what we call the viral. Yeah. Tell me what you think, Black and White Network supporters. Peace 'em out. Till next time.